Well, welcome. We basically work with restaurateurs only in Australia. And having said that, there are other people in the hospitality industry. We do work with a winery, a coffee company, a supplier to restaurants. But mainly we work with restaurants. And we've been doing that for 7 years in Australia. So I know quite a lot about the industry, and I know how tough it is. So why should you listen to me? I've got a psychological background. I worked in Leeds and Wakefield as a psychotherapist before I went to Australia. And so the way that I look at marketing is very different to people who've been trained in marketing and advertising. I actually think about the end user, about what's going to make them respond. What can I do to make my customers buy? It was very, very successful. Where most people were getting about a 4% response from marketing pieces. So for every piece that was sent out, they get 4 sales. We were doing around 25%. People who were copywriters did not believe that we were doing that, but we had the numbers to show it. So we'll send out 100 cards to clients, and 51 of them will book in and come and have parties in restaurants. So I'll show you those strategies. So we don't do big ego TV, radio, even big splashy things in newspapers. It's more about, if I'm going to spend £1 on marketing, then I want £10 back from it. I don't want at the end of the year to say, well, what did we get back from that TV advert? In fact, I'm going to show you a way where your customers will pay to be advertised to. You like that one. I believe my purpose is to be of service to other people. So if you were to talk to any of my clients, seriously, you would hear them say, that Howard really cares about our business. For people I've been working with for 4 years, so my clients I've been working with for 4 years, I still go back to this. So this is an incredible, simple but effective formula. I'll show you a strategy that Alio used that brought in $110,000 in 24 hours. And you could do this. You can increase your prices, and I'm going to show you how you can do it without people having resistance to price increases. So in September 2010, he brought in $1,500 just with emails. We added a card in October, so then the very next month, and it went to $8,500. And he stood up at the seminar before we left, and he said it's now $16,000. So we've increased his business. Total number of visitors from January, they had 2,586. Of those, a half were brand new. Total gross profit in the end, 42,000 for January. Total net profit, 33,000. ROI, every dollar spent brought in $383. We're doing this thing, so why don't you come along, you learn everything. Well, what do you do? I'll come to the thing, but what do you do? All right, well, we gather a database of information, we teach you how to market to your clients, blah, blah, blah. Oh, that won't work in our restaurant. We can't get people's names and addresses. That will never work in our restaurant. So they didn't come. So this is a really great example of somebody who knew better than us. So they didn't come. And I'll tell you, if we track them, I reckon they'll be out of business within 6 months. Your customers aren't different, they're human beings. How would you like to be able to say, where are we now? May. I know what I'm going to be earning, definitely earning in July. It's just like, it's great. It's grabbing people's attention. Everybody's craving it. I am going to let the public know about it, but I'm letting you know first so you can get a seat, because it's going to sell out. So book now, ring this number, reserve yourself a place, and then you're in.
So what did you get out of the last 2 days?
A lot of things. Learn a lot about how to run a business better, how to improve things, many aspects of the business.
Excellent.
That's just generally.
Thank you very much. Okay, Julie, what did you get out of the last 2 days?
The confidence to go forward and take my business to the next level.
That's wonderful. Thank you. Okay, Andy, what did you get out of the last 2 days?
Oh, what did I get out of it? A lot. I think my head's spinning. How it's inspirational. I think there's a lot of things I came here knowing that I needed to think about, and they were kind of delivered to me on a plate in a way, very clear. The group was really dynamic, and I think it was great to be in a room full of people who were tuned into the same kind of context.
So what did you get out of the last 2 days, James?
A lot. It was really fantastic. All the information is new, current, cutting edge, and what's more, it's practical and it works. It's fantastic, and I'd recommend anyone with any doubts, give it a go. It works.
So book now, ring this number, reserve yourself a place, and then you're in.